Welcome to my YouTube channel Astha School Sheohar.
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening to all of the students of class 9th of Astha Vidya Niketan. I myself, Mishra, have come here to teach you the science section chemistry, in which the first chapter is matter in our surrounding or matter around us. Dear student, in previous classes you have studied that matter is anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Basically, matter is classified into two main groups: pure substance and impure substance. Pure substances means the substances which have only one type of molecules. Means only one type. And impure substances means there is more than one type of molecules. By observing this situation, we can say that nothing is pure around us except element and compound. And impure substances, that is called mixture. Now, in order to learn about the matter, first we should learn about the physical nature of matter. Physical nature means what we are looking, what we are absorbing by viewing the different kinds of matter in our surrounding. We can say that matter is made up of particles, or we can say that matter is particulate in nature. Particulate in nature. Particulate in nature means there are different types of particles in them. So we conclusively say that it is particulate in nature, and the particles of matter are very small that if we will try by the naked eye, we cannot see. For that we need some special type of device called microscope, so that we can see that, and beyond our imagination, as much as they are small, that we cannot imagine that. Therefore, we need some special type of characteristics of particles. What the characteristics of the particles are there? For that, we should learn about matter is made with the particulate in nature, or that is the particles. What type of particles are there? So, particles main characteristics of matter. Number one, we can see that matter have very space. Matter that made with the particles have space between them. First, the particles have a space in them. Second, the particles of matter are continuously moving. Particles of matter are continuously moving. And third one, particles of matter attract each other. Particles. 3 physical characteristics we have learned that First of all, particles have space in them. Means for that, if particles are there, there are space in their molecules. There is space in there. And particles of matters are continuously moving from there to there, there to there, there to there, like this. And particles of matter attract each other. Means the matter is there, one particle, either they are attracting or repelling. It does not mean that, but they are attracting. They are attracting. So we should take care about that. The main characteristics of matter, first of all, each matter in their particulate state, they have space in them. And the particles of matter are continuously moving from one place to another place. And particles of matter attract each other. Understand well? By matter of anything that have mass and weight and occupied space. Physical nature of the matter is that matter is made up of particles, or we can say that matter is particulate in nature. Or the particles of matter are very small, they are small beyond our imagination. That's it. Next, the physical characteristics of matter. They have three main physical characteristics of the matter. Particles have space in them like this. Particles of matter are continuously moving like this. And the particles of matter attract each other. Either pull or push. Attraction, repulsion or attraction are the same properties of magnetism that is found because of that, the force of attraction. Okay. Next one. Basically, second, state of matter. Till right now, you have learned that there are three stages of matter. There are three states of matter. Solid, liquid and gaseous. Three states of matter. But beyond now the modern plasma and BEC, Bose, Einstein, condensate. The fifth three, solid, liquid, gas, plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate. These two you will learn into the higher classes, but here we should take some physical characteristics of solid. Solid first. Solid. A solid possesses a fixed volume. Fixed volume and fixed shape. Means they have definite shape and definite volume. Solid. General characteristics of solid, you can say that solid have fixed shape, have a fixed volume, have higher density. Characteristics of fixed volume, fixed space, shape, fixed density. Fourth one, they have strong intermolecular forces. Strong intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. After that, rigidity. And after that, compressibility. And also the diffusion. Fixed volume, fixed shape. It is the general characters of solid. Fixed density. According to the nature of molecules, the densities are vary in the solid to solid. Some solids have very high density, some solid have very less density. But density there is, density means how densely their molecules are packed together in per unit volume. Density, we have learned in previous classes, density is equal to mass by volume. Means how much mass of that matter or the solid have occupied by in 1 unit volume. Therefore, it is called density. Strong intermolecular force, because the solid have their intermolecular compactness of that. Because of that, they have very less gap in between them, and they are attracted with very strong molecular force, and because of this they have rigidity and they have fixed shape. Due to that compactness of molecules in them, they show fixed shape and rigidity. These two characters are because of the molecular compactness. Molecular compactness. After that, compressibility. Compressibility means we can press them, we can put them for flowing. The condition through which we can compress. Where solid is there, we cannot compress much because they are rigidity. They show the rigidity. There is no gap in their molecules, so it cannot be compressed. Solid cannot be compressed. And diffusion. Diffusion depends upon the nature of particles come in contact with each other. Some solids are there. If they are diffused together, they have very less capacity to mix together in them. Therefore, two solids are very less diffused one another. So these are the characteristics of solid we can learn. After that, the characteristics of now the liquid. Liquid have only fixed volume but not fixed shape. Not fixed shape. Volume is fixed, but we cannot say that they have the fixed shape, because 1 liter of water, if kept into a bottle, they take the shape of one bottle, and if that one bottle water is kept into the 4 glass, it can be distributed and taken into the shape of glass. If taken into the 16 cups, they will take the shape of cup. So there is no fixed shape, but their volume is fixed. Therefore, the liquid possesses a fixed volume but not a definite state. Or now the liquid have only fixed volume but not fixed shape. Not fixed shape. Volume is fixed, but we cannot say that they have the fixed shape, because 1 liter of water, if kept into a bottle, they take the shape of one bottle. And if that one bottle water is kept into the 4 glass, it can be distributed and take into the shape of glass. If take into the 16 cups, they will take the shape of cup. So there is no fixed shape, but their volume is fixed. Therefore, the liquid possesses a fixed volume but not a definite shape or not fixed shape. And after that, they have a power to flow. That is called fluidity. Fluidity means liquid have capacity to flow. Therefore, liquid have the following characters. They have fixed volume and not fixed shape and power to flow, and they also have density. Density of liquid is maybe that more. So the density and compressibility. The liquid can be compressed. Solid cannot be compressed because their molecules are loosely packed as compared with the solid. So it can be compressed. Due to that gap in them, and intramolecular forces are less than that of the solid. Therefore, because there is gap in between, so intramolecular force are also experienced, and the diffusion in all characteristics. We will learn about that solid, liquid and gas, how their volume are there, how their shape is there, how the power of fluidity is there, what type of density is there, we can compress or not, and what is the intramolecular force of attraction, is there any gap in their molecules or not, and what is the rate of diffusion. Diffusion means mixing of two substances together. That is, the intermixing of particles of two substances on their own is called diffusion. It is not found in solid, less in liquid, and very high, more and more in gaseous state. So that is the liquid state. After that, the gas. Gaseous, the state do not have the possesses neither fixed volume nor fixed shape. Gases have neither fixed shape and nor have any fixed volume. And if shape is not, no boundaries are there. They can have lot of the space in that in which it is kept. Then after, third one, they have also the fluidity. Fluidity means the nature of moving somewhere. After that, very less intramolecular force because their molecules are very rarely packed. Fluidity. After that, intramolecular force is very less. After that, they have large kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, the energy of body by virtue of its motion. We have in beginning learned that particles of the matter move inside the matter. So in the gaseous state, their particles are moving in very high, and also gases have pressure, and also they have compressibility. And they have also diffusion. These are the characteristics of gases. Now we have to move towards some topics just came here in terms of understanding the matter, about the solid, about the liquid or gases. Whatever we have learned, we should understand here that diffusion. Diffusion means the intermixing of particles of two substances on their own is called diffusion. It is not found in solid, less in liquid, and more in gas. Second one is that intra-particles force or intramolecular force of attraction. The force with which particles of a matter held together. Particles of a matter held together. Second one is that intramolecular force of attraction. It is more in solid, less in liquid, and very less in gas. It is because of that their compactness of the molecules, solid, liquid, and gas. Due to that, after that, change of state of the matter. Change of state of the matter. We are understanding that we are living in this world. We can say on that basis it is a material world. So the world is being changed, so all the matter change their state. Change of state. Change of state basically happened by force or by pressure or by temperature. Force, pressure or temperature. Depending upon the condition of temperature and pressure, a substances may exist in any of the three, solid, liquid or gas, any of the three on heating or cooling, decrease heat or increase heat. We can change the state of the matter such that solid increasing heat, liquid again increasing heat, gas, and gas decreasing heat, liquid, and liquid decreasing heat, solid. This interchanging of the state by due to that pressure or temperature is called a state of the change of state of the matter. First of all, melting. Melting is the process of changing solid to liquid. Melting is the process of changing solid to liquid. Solid to liquid, when we increase the heat, we will say that it is melting. And the process of the temperature at which the solid change into liquid is called melting point. Melting point. Melting and melting point. Melting, the process, and melting point is the temperature. Both. After that, we should think that when we are heating that substances, where that heat goes, we should think about that. There is something characteristics of matter, what that they have called as the latent heat. Latent heat, the heat energy required to change the state of a matter is called latent heat. The amount of heat energy required to change the state of, learned well, repeat it again, latent heat. Latent heat means the amount of heat energy required for change the state is called latent heat. It is of two types, latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of fusion or latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of fusion, the heat energy, latent heat of fusion, latent heat of fusion. It means the heat energy required to convert solid into liquid. Solid into liquid, that is called the latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of ice is there. Ice is equal to 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg. After that, latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization is that the heat energy required to convert liquid into vapor. Liquid into vapor. Liquid into vapor. The latent heat of vaporization of water is 2.25 into 10 to the power 6 joule per kg. Latent heat of. Now, boiling. And boiling point. Boiling, the process of changing liquid into gas is called boiling. And the temperature at which liquid change into gas is called boiling point. After that, it is this melting or melting point, boiling or boiling point are the phenomenon of increasing heat. And now that liquefaction. Liquefaction and condensation. And freezing. These all three are the phenomenon of solidification. Solidification. These all four phenomena are decreasing heat. So, liquefaction, the process by which the gaseous state convert into the liquid state, that is called liquefaction. Liquefaction point is there. Also, liquefaction point is there, means the temperature at which gas change into liquid is called liquefaction point. It is done due to the decreasing of heat. Freezing or condensation, the process by which liquid change into solid. It is also known as solidification. Liquid, due to the decrease of heat, we can change it into the solid, and this process is done due to the decreasing of heat. So, we have learned melting, melting point, boiling point, melting or boiling. After that, liquefaction, condensation, freezing, solidification, and vaporization, latent heat of fusion, latent heat of vaporization. These we will learn. After that, evaporation is there. We should not confuse that boiling and evaporation. Both are quite different. Quite different is there. Because of that, boiling takes place in the whole part of the liquid, but evaporation takes place into the upper surface of the liquid. Evaporation, the phenomenon of change of liquid into vapor at any temperature below the boiling is called evaporation. It is a surface phenomenon. I told that it is the surface phenomenon, just upper surface, the evaporation taking place. But boiling is the motion in a liquid is there. We can say motion in a liquid. After that, some factors are there that affecting evaporation. Factor affecting evaporation. Factors affecting evaporation. First one, what that? The rate of evaporation increase with following increase in surface area. Increase in surface area, increase in increase in temperature, third one, increase in wind speed, and fourth one, the increase in surface area, increase in temperature, increase in wind speed, and decrease in humidity. These factors, increase in surface area, when we increase the surface area, these factors affect evaporation. They increase due to the increase in surface area. More surface area, more rate of evaporation. Increase in temperature. If temperature is increasing, evaporation rate is increasing. Increase in wind speed. If we will put that very high speed, we have learned that where very high speed, there is very low pressure. And low pressure is there, so the evaporation taking place. And decrease in humidity. If there is humidity less into the humidity, means the amount of water level contained into the air is called humidity. And if it is less, we can see that the evaporation is increasing. So that if there is evaporation, something is caused. What that? Evaporation causes cooling. Evaporation causes cooling because evaporation is a phenomenon in which only the high energy particles leave the liquid. That get the energy, and high level energy particles leave the liquid surface. As a result, the particles having low energy are left behind. High energy will leave the liquid, and low energy left behind. Therefore, the average molecular energy of the remaining particles left in the liquid state is lowered. As a result, there is decreasing temperature on the part of the liquid that is left. Thus, evaporation cools, and evaporation causes cooling. So that we should not confuse, as you have seen during the summer season, if water is kept into the pitcher, soil-made pitcher, that water becomes cool. Because of that, they are porous. The pitcher is made with the sand and the soil mixed together. There is porous in between them gap, through which water evaporates slow by slow, and due to that you will get the cold water into the pitcher than the other materials kept. After that, we have learned that other factors affecting the change of state. So the temperature, the comparison of hotness and coldness of the body is called temperature, and it is measured into the thermometer. And thermometer have three types of scale: Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. Celsius can be written as 0 degrees C, 0 Fahrenheit, and it is represented at K1D. And one relation is that C minus 100, C minus 0 by 100 is equal to F minus 32 by 180 is equal to K minus 273 by 100. This relation gives you C is equal to 5 by 9 F minus 32, F is equal to 9C by 5 plus 32, and K is equal to C plus 273, and C is equal to K minus 273. These relations gives you the support to interchange the scale of the temperature. Basically, it is taken as the unit of measurement of temperature. Thank you. You can collect these all from the PDF of our school website.
Thanks for watching this video.